Welcome everyone to today's Explainer. Look, if you've been messing around with AI or writing some clever commands and wondering, okay, how do I actually take this to the next level? You are in the exact right place. Today, we're mapping out a totally clear, actionable course to take you from being a basic prompt writer to a true blue systems builder. We're going to dive into a roadmap for transforming those foundational AI skills into enterprise-grade system architecture. And the best part, this is entirely based on the fresh insights of a newly certified AI expert. It's all about leaving those fragile, glitchy setups behind and stepping confidently into the world of rock-solid, production-ready AI. Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at moving beyond just prompts. Then, we'll break down the CCA-F certification, walk through a free 3-step roadmap, explore what it means to start thinking like an architect, and finally, wrap up with building trustworthy AI products.
Section 1. Beyond just prompts. So when most of us start our AI journey, we naturally begin at the most visible layer, right? The chat interface. But we really have to stop and ask ourselves, is prompt writing honestly enough to build reliable AI? Think about it for a second. If you've ever built a quick tool by just stringing together a few clever text instructions, you know exactly how fast the whole thing falls apart when something unexpected happens. It works on Tuesday and completely bombs on Wednesday. Being stuck building these fragile AI tools is just incredibly frustrating. The reality is, if you're only relying on prompts, you're barely scratching the surface of what this tech can actually do. Actually, before taking on this whole certification journey, the creator of our roadmap thought the exact same thing, that AI development was basically just writing really good prompts. But then they had this massive mindset shift. They realized that writing prompts is literally just one small piece of a giant puzzle. The real skill, the one companies are practically begging for right now, is designing AI systems. We are talking about architectures that are reliable, scalable, secure, and genuinely ready for production. Whether you want to build autonomous coding agents or massive enterprise apps, you absolutely need a systems mindset, not just a prompting mindset.
Moving right along to Section 2, the CCA-F certification. Now, once you understand that you need this systems mindset, how do you actually prove you have the chops? You need a benchmark. And the architect behind our roadmap didn't just pass this benchmark, they absolutely crushed it with a score of 798 out of 1,000. Now, we aren't just bringing this up to brag for them. It builds massive credibility. It proves that mastering these complex architectural concepts is 100% achievable if you just have the right study plan and put in the work.
But what exactly is this benchmark? Well, CCA-F stands for Claude Certified Architect Foundations. This is an official certification directly from Anthropic. You know, the folks who created the Claude AI models. It's specifically designed to test your grasp of the core architectural principles needed for building production-ready AI. It basically validates that you've got the rock-solid foundational knowledge required to build robust AI assistants and those complex agentic workflows everyone is talking about. Earning this proves you aren't just playing around, you actually know how to engineer with AI.
Section 3, the free 3-step roadmap. Let's see how we actually get there. So how do we put this into action today? Here is a highly pragmatic, totally free 3-step guide. Step 1 is simple. Understand the certification. Don't just dive in blind. Review exactly what skills Anthropic expects you to show off. Step 2 is to complete the free official learning path using Anthropic's own learning portal, which is just packed with great courses and hands-on exercises. And finally, Step 3, practice before the exam. You'll want to test your knowledge against community practice materials before you sit for the real deal. Let's drill down into Step 2 for a second, because Anthropic's portal covers 5 really heavy-hitting domains. You're going to tackle agentic architecture and orchestration, Claude Code configuration and workflow, prompt engineering and structured output, tool design with MCP integration, and finally, context management and reliability. Honestly, just hearing those domains, you instantly get a sense of the technical depth they expect from an architect. You're covering the whole shebang, from how agents orchestrate crazy complex tasks, to integrating external tools, to managing the context window so your AI doesn't just start hallucinating out of nowhere. And then for Step 3, the roadmap highlights some seriously valuable community resources to fuel your final prep. Specifically, it highly recommends testing yourself with practice questions on a platform called Cyberskill and brushing up on some community learning resources over at Search Safari. Leveraging these platforms ensures you aren't just reading the official docs, but you're actually stress testing your practical understanding before taking the exam. Which brings us to Section 4, thinking like an architect. We've talked a lot about how to learn, but let's shift gears to exactly what you learn. Earning this certification is fundamentally about a massive mindset shift.
Just look at the sheer depth of the architectural questions you'll be able to confidently answer. Over on the design and strategy side, you'll learn how to architect an application before writing a single line of code. You'll even learn to take a step back and ask, hey, is AI actually the right solution for this problem in the first place? Then, on the performance and reliability side, you'll understand exactly how AI agents plan and reason. You'll pick up the vital skills of managing context effectively to boost performance and, this is a big one, how to reduce errors and hallucinations. It is literally the difference between just guessing and doing actual rigorous engineering.
The author summed up this whole transformation with a really powerful realization. They said, this certification isn't about memorizing prompts or APIs. It's about learning how to design AI systems that solve real-world problems. I just want to repeat that for emphasis, solving real-world problems. The true goal of an AI architect is never to just memorize syntax. It's about applying these incredible tools to create actual value and overcome genuine engineering challenges out there in the real world.
And that leads us perfectly into our final section, building trustworthy AI products. This right here is the ultimate payoff. The fundamental contrast between a novice prompt writer and an expert systems architect really boils down to just one word: trust. On one side of the chasm, you're building an AI demo. And hey, demos are super fun, but let's be real, they are fragile houses of cards meant for highly controlled conditions. But on the other side, you are building AI products, reliable, scalable fortresses that are actually ready for the unpredictable chaos of the real world. If you are serious about becoming an AI engineer or architect, you have to cross that chasm, from building fragile demos to engineering trustworthy products. And this learning path, that's your bridge. Now, of course, great architects don't just grow in a vacuum. It was really wonderful to see the roadmap creator take a quick moment to express profound gratitude to their teams over at Techify Solutions and Lomoso Solutions. They pointed out that these companies provide a warm, super supportive environment that continuously encourages learning, innovation, and engineering excellence. It's just a great human reminder that surrounding yourself with a team that inspires continuous growth is often what makes this kind of massive professional transformation possible in the first place. So we've covered the mindset, the certification itself, the roadmap to get there, and the incredible skills you're going to gain along the way. The entire path from a simple prompt writer to a true systems builder is mapped out for you, and the resources are completely free. So I'm going to leave you with one final provocative question. What will you architect next? If you're genuinely serious about building the next generation of AI products, that official learning path is waiting for you. Dive in, start